ihe ka iwe du anyị n'ụzọ ile nke ezi omume gị ka iwe wezugara anyị ọrịa niile nke pụrụ ịdakwasị mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ sunile nke ndị agha ka iwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete maazị nye ha nsọgụtụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ise.
Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting me from. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, or Australia, I really do appreciate you. Thank you very much for your contributions on my channel. Thank you for all your comments. I read your comments one after the other, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your contribution. I learn from you every day. We are learning from each other. All we are seeking for is peace. We are asking for a way out, looking for solution on how to save ourselves from that very contraption called Nigeria. This is our mission here and nothing else. Just as I always say, I am not here to preach hate. Neither am I hurting anybody, neither am I trying to instigate any war. What I'm talking about is that people have the right to decide their own fate, and people should be allowed to decide their fate and practice whatever they want to practice at their own space. It doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter where you belong. We all are human beings and we have the right to exist in this very world. Anybody who says that we do not have right to exist becomes the enemy, and we have to come hard on that very person. Speak the word the way it is. Don't say it the way it is. Say the truth and nothing but the truth. That is what we are bringing on this channel, and we continue to do so as long as I live. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. I greet my brothers who are the Biafrans. I greet my Odudua brothers. I greet the Middle Belters. I also greet the Northerners, wherever they are. Those who are seeking for peace and looking for a way out. Today, we have come back again to discuss on the situation of the contraption called Nigeria. We know that all is not well. No matter how the politicians pretend, no matter how the elites, the so-called elites, no matter how they pretend, we know that all is not well. Every of their propaganda, they are pushing hard, knowing fully well that the whole thing has ended. The world is a witness that Nigeria is a failed state and it can no longer stand, that the marriage have ended. Everybody have to go their separate ways and start a new life. They are denying this every now and again, trying as much as possible to delay the movement. They cannot stop it. They cannot stop the end of Nigeria because it has already ended. We are just waiting for a time when the Biafra nation will be declared and the Odudua nation will be declared. Middle Belters will go their separate ways and everybody will have an independent nation, a place they can be proud of, sing the national anthem with their head lifting high and happy. This will come very, very soon. Don't shake, don't waver, no matter what you see, no matter what you hear. They are coming in different form to deceive you and I. Coming in different form every now and again. These people who call themselves the one Nigerians, they are everywhere. Some of them will pretend to be your friend. Some of them will pretend to be saying the same thing you're saying. But in the other way around, they are fighting for one Nigeria. That is why in every time and any moment when you are listening to people, watch out for those of people who are telling you things that is going to keep you into Nigeria. Those people that are still advising you and telling you things that will make you stay in that Nigeria that they know that will never work. They are deceiving you. They are deceiving you for one reason or the other. Either because of their selfish interest or because of their whatever. They don't want to admit the truth that the country has failed. They continue to push some lies, continue to push some falsehood that never hold water. One of the falsehood that they are pushing at all time is the issue of calling for revolution in Nigeria. When they say that revolution is going to happen, that they want the whole Nigeria to revolt. A revolution that involves Nigerians. It is not possible. You and I know that it's not possible. As I'm speaking about this revolution, I'm not talking about Sowore. I'm not condemning Sowore. Sowore is doing his own part. That is what he's understand. That is how he feels he can be able to fight the battle. He is doing his own bidding. I'm not against him. I'm not saying anything against him. But what I'm saying, when you are calling about revolution, that Nigeria should come out and revolt, you and I know that it can never be possible. It can never be possible. There is no way Nigerians can revolt against their paymasters. You can be able to achieve that if you say that Southerners can revolt. I will agree with you. There can be revolution in the South. The Southerners can come together and revolt against the injustice, against their people who are ruling them, against those people manipulating us in the South. We can do that. But when you talk about Nigerian revolution, it can never happen. The North can never revolt against their people. It is their custom. They have proven it every now and again. They cannot revolt against their people. It doesn't matter the language you use. It doesn't matter how bad they are. These people have been caged, more especially caged with the issue of religion, that they have no right to come against those who are rich. They have no right to come against those who are leading them. They have no right to speak against anyone leading them, so long the person is from their area. It doesn't matter if the person is wrong or right, that they have to support the person. They have said the time without number. If you remember during the time of NSAS, it was everywhere. While other youths in other places were busy protesting in the southern part of Nigeria, airing their opinion, saying the right thing, standing against the bad governance, people in the north were there supporting their own. They were supporting the government just because they have their own people on the government. They don't care. They don't want to hear. They don't want to see anything. They just continue to support the government. Up to the extent that one of the presidential candidates, the one they call Musa Adamu or whatever, Adamu Garba, the Adamu Garba who wanted to contest, that was a northern lady that challenged him, was telling me, why are you encouraging others not to protest while the Southerners are protesting? The girl was challenging him. Why are you stopping others from stopping Northerners from protesting? Then he was trying to give any reason. I will try to get the video and play for you.
Na'am, AG.
Yawa, kina jina?
Ina jin ka.
Yawa, kin san matsalar da ya faru ko? Abin da yake faruwa ya fi karfin ƴan.
AG, you made a video, you told people, you said that even if Buhari isn't working, even if the country isn't working, we should stand united as Northerners.
Yes.
AG, why would you do that now? AG, why would you do that?
Let me explain something to you, Hawa. Let me explain something to you. You saw what happened in Lagos. That wasn't answer. That's hoodlums taking advantage.
Yes, now, yes, of course, we know that hoodlums have hijacked the protest. What do you mean it's against our honor? How is this against our honor? How? What honor do we have as Northerners? We're the poorest region. We have the highest rates of illiteracy. So which honor? Which honor are we protecting? Which honor is this? Is against our... Let me explain to you. The way somebody like it is evident across the entire continent of Africa, not just the North. The North is specifically targeted because of its unique composition. That's exactly what it is. We know what it means. I am part of the information people are doing. I know what is happening. I belong to their society. AG, you cannot tell me. No. Have you ever seen Almajiris in the East? Have you ever seen Almajiris in the West? Have you ever seen Almajiris? We have the highest number of Almajiris, highest number of illiteracy, highest rates of poverty. What are you talking about? Almajiris, unique composition. That's exactly what it is. We know what it means. I am part of the information people are doing. I know what is happening. I belong to their society. AG, you cannot tell me. No. Have you ever seen Almajiris in the East? Have you ever seen Almajiris in the West? Have you ever seen Almajiris? We have the highest number of Almajiris, highest number of illiteracy, highest rates of poverty. What are you talking about? Almajiri system is a systematic process that aka kawo aka bata shi ya zama system na ba. Amma ai ba haka Almajiri yake ba. Iyayen wai ba haka suke Almajiranci ba. Ni wallahi know this thing. Batawa aka yi. Yes, but what you said in that video, a typical northerner, what you said in that video, a typical northerner, you said the video in Hausa, a typical northerner that did not go to school, that is not enlightened, is going to take you for the exact words that... muna zaki Buhari kaza za su yi amfani da wannan damar da ya su samu ubara kashe juna kamar yadda suka yi Lagos. Kar mu yadda. That's not what you said in that video, AG. AG, that's not what you said. No, I watched the video from the beginning to the end. When you watch the video, that you get in the shape of that, keep so deep on
Yes, to catch Akari Mutinchi, Akari Mukari, we should protect our pride as Northerners so that Buhari will not be removed as president. That's what you said.
You don't understand. You're just taking it from the other. What I'm saying is that the whole process is not against it's not against Buhari, it's against our honor. So forget about whether.
Now, yes, of course, we know that hoodlums have hijacked the protest. But what you're telling Northerners is you're telling Northerners not to speak. You're telling Northerners not to stand up for their rights. You're telling Northerners that Northerners should stand united and stand by Buhari and support. But that's what you said in the video. The video was in Hausa.
That's why I said, listen to me. That's why I said you call me for clarification. So let's see. What happened is this. Northerners do not allow the hoodlums to come in between you and cause trouble. For this reason, don't participate in anything else for now. Because it's a fake process.
AG, I heard what you said in that video. AG, I heard what you said in that video. That's not what you said. You said even if he's not working and even if the country is not working.
The issue of whether Buhari
he tried to, the only reason he was giving the ladies that they have their own person in power, that Buhari is their own. It doesn't matter what Buhari does, that is their own. They have to protect their own. And this is what they are doing. Unfortunately, their youth have bought into it. Many of their youth have bought into it. It is very difficult for you to see a legitimate revolt in the north against their leadership. They are the people who are suffering the most. They are the people who are impoverished the most. They are the people who are enslaved the most. As we are speaking now, we talk about insecurity. They are the place that is more insecure. They are killed more than any other place, but yet they do not want to know. They don't want to do anything about it because of the so-called religion that they have used to kill them. They have used their religious group, all those imam, people like Shigumi, to hold them down. That whoever comes in power, so long he's a Muslim and he is from the northern part of Nigeria, you have to support the person. How can you have a revolution with these people who have this kind of mindset? How can you have a revolution with them? It is not possible. That is when you are talking about diversity, or you talk unity in diversity. There is no unity in diversity anywhere in Nigeria. You cannot have so. There is nothing like unity in diversity is your strength. It's not our strength. It is our weakness. The diversity you have in Nigeria is the weakness of Nigeria. It's the weakness. Because these people will have different ideology. When you can talk about diversity in the sense where people have the same ideology. Like somebody who was giving the example of United States having diversity. In United States having diverse people also in India and other places. If you talk of United States, they have the same ideology. It doesn't matter their tribe. It doesn't matter their religion. It doesn't matter where they belong. They have the same ideology. Human rights for everybody. Everybody have the right to survive. Equality for all. That is the mindset of everybody in the United States. But in Nigeria, it is not so. In Nigeria, it is not. We have different ideology. In the core north, in the northern part of Nigeria, they believe that it's only them that have the right to rule, born to rule. They are the only one who are correct. They are the only one who have the right to live and others say anything they want to say and get away with it. How do you want to exist in such kind of environment? What kind of diversity is that? How can you be able to cope with such kind of people who have such mentality? That is not the way it is in the South. In the South, people have their right. They respect the right of each other. It doesn't matter their religion. It doesn't matter their color. It doesn't matter their tribe. They respect each other. Everybody has the right to live. They have the right to live. Nobody wakes up one day and begin to kill each other. It doesn't happen in the southern part of Nigeria. Nobody can come out and tell you that as an Igbo man, as a John man, as a Edo man, as an Efik man, as a Yoruba man, that you cannot live. It doesn't happen anywhere in the southern part of Nigeria. But when you come to north versus south, everybody, every Southerner living in the northern part of Nigeria is living under threat. They are living under threat. At every single minute, they are living under threat. If anything happens across the world, not even in Nigeria, when you see anything that happens across the world, before you know it, they begin to attack the Southerners who are in their area. They did the attack during the time of Donald Trump, during the Donald Trump election. Simply because people were celebrating about Donald Trump winning, they came against them and begin to kill them, begin to kill people. When there was a tattoo, when they said that somebody drew a tattoo of Prophet Muhammad, before you know it, they started killing people in the southern part of, in the northern part of Nigeria. Something that doesn't have anything to do with Nigeria. But you see people being massacred, killed unnecessarily. And you are telling me that you can have a revolution with this kind of people and you can... It is not possible. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way that very country can be won. Stop deceiving yourself. Begin to call for the real thing, which is disintegration. People should go their separate ways. That is the only way they can function. People go their separate ways, build their boundaries, grow the way they want to grow. If they want to associate in business or anything, you'll be walking into any region, having it in mind that this is what they are practicing. You cannot be operating a secular country, meanwhile people are scared to exist in certain areas. You're operating a secular country, meanwhile in certain areas they are not allowed to do certain things which you have to be allowed to be done. How can you function in such an economy? There is somebody who have described Nigeria exactly what it is. He was a politician before. Some of you might laugh at him to what he said, but when you listen to me, see, I think he has the best description of what Nigeria is. Listen to him and hear what he had to say.
Into the aqua of what Papa Jeremiah, chief of Biafra and Odudua, the Kenyan philosopher, said when he described Nigeria as a mere geographical expression. 50 years after independence, we're still talking about zoning. Is reflective of the fact that Nigeria still wallows in a state of medicinal statism, cankerous tribalism, ethnocentric chauvinism, syphilitic parochialism, epileptic nepotism, catalyptic barakboism, and state brigandage of the bluest dye.
Well, you can see, this is exactly the example of Nigeria. This is exactly the definition of Nigeria and their politics. And their politicians, this is whom they are and how they are. The earlier we end this, the better. It can never work. It doesn't matter how you try. It doesn't matter how you try. Some people continue to push this thing and begin to tell us to work together, work together. There is no way we can work together with a northerner. They will never think the same way you are thinking. They will never. NSAS have come and gone. In NSAS, they did not support. June 12th that just ended, the June 12th that just ended that you and I saw, in June 12th, they never supported. They didn't come out. Instead, they were supporting their government.
No be lie, no be lie. I'm coming. Who sent him? Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Baba Buhari.
How much again? How much?
For 1,000 naira. That's what bring us come here. For 1,000 naira.
You support who? You support who?
Baba Buhari.
Have you collected your own 1,000? Have you collected your own?
I've never collected 1,000.
Me, my own is 10,000 naira.
Your own is 10. How?
My own.
Oga. Come here. I come here for 1,000.
Please stand there.
Just as around my area, they call me say, do something else there. That is the problem where you carry us.
They call you to come and do protests?
Yes.
Okay. Did they promise to pay you?
They promised to pay you some 2,000, some 1,500.
Have they paid you?
Never fear. I don't say that we people because our leader is around.
Oh. Who is your leader?
Mohammadu Buhari.
Mohammadu Buhari. Okay, you are coming from area 1.
So when did they call? When did they call you?
Area 1 is
today or yesterday?
Today.
Oh. So what are the instructions? Did they give you any instructions?
No.
You just say maybe you just show up.
Just now show around 11 o'clock duty, that close, we are going back.
Okay. And they'll pay you 2,000.
So what?
So you said if had it been they are not going to pay you, you wouldn't have won this shirt.
Yes.
Huh?
I want you to watch the video of what Falana had to say. Falana has his own opinion on what he's saying, but I am telling you, whatever Falana is saying there cannot function, cannot work. I don't know why they are scared in saying the truth and calling out a spade a spade. In as much he made a point, he has certain point that he has made there, but the solution remains a breakup. Building a united Nigeria cannot work. It can never, ever work. It will not. Listen to Falana. Let's hear what he had to say.
And I'm going to appeal to Nigerians, including those who have lost faith in the country, in the unity of Nigeria. To promote debates, and to challenge anti-democratic forces that make it impossible for people to express themselves, that make it impossible for people to enjoy their freedom of movement, even freedom to remain alive. Those who give shit on sight orders, those who engage in extrajudicial killing of our people, those who say that you cannot have access to Twitter. A government that says that Nigerians cannot move freely in the country. And a government that has made it impossible for people to sleep with their eyes closed all over the country. For me, such a government has to be fought to stand still. Otherwise, even if you break it up, the members of the ruling class, visionless members of the ruling class, will become the new overlords in the mini republics. But what did the ruling class do? And I'm talking of the ruling class constituted by all members of the different ethnic groups and religious persuasions, is to ensure that the provisions of chapter 2 are not justiciable, they are not realizable. So for the majority of our people, the masses of our people, our duty is to mobilize them, to organize them, to shake off poverty, to demand for their rights under chapter 2 of the Constitution, and to make those rights justiciable.
This looks difficult with Buhari. This looks very difficult with President Buhari, especially as they even clamp down on protesters.
The struggle for freedom is not a child's play. As Chairman Mao said, a revolution is not a dinner party. You know, I mean, for instance, last year, scores of people were killed in October last year during the NSAS protests. But yesterday, you had more protests across the country. Not a single person was killed. I'd already see a statement today demanding for apology for those who were arrested because under Section 83, subsection 4 of the Police Establishment Act 2020, the police shall provide adequate security during protests, peaceful protests. And what happened in different parts of the country yesterday had nothing to do with violence. Young people, aggrieved Nigerians, organized peaceful protests, even when they were provoked by the police or police personnel who threw tear gas at them and brutalized some of the protesters. They didn't engage in any form of violence. And so we are going to win these struggles ultimately once we are consistent, once we are united, once we are organized. And as is often said, a people united can never be defeated. One would like to advise President Mohammadu Buhari to appreciate the quality of our people and then respect all ethnic groups in the country. To describe what is going on in the Southeast as a dot in a circle is extremely insulting. Violence is going on all over the country. The war on terror has been waged since 2009. Yet, no president in the country has ever dismissed the people in the Northeast. So if violence has broken out in a section of the East, it cannot be a basis to declare a war on the entire region, to allow security forces to kill government and innocent people and unarmed people. No, it cannot be tolerated in any civilized society.
Well, after listening to Falana, you can agree with me that it can never work. It can't work. Though some of them are scared. I don't know why they are scared of pushing the real agenda, which is breaking up of this very contraption. You break it up. Break it up so that people can function normally. If you go to the Yoruba land, the Odudua people will have their constitution that is going to favor them. They will have a rule and regulation that is going to favor them according to their own nature. The Biafrans will practice whatever they want to practice on their own, according to their own nature. The other one will be on their own and practice their Islamic religion and practice their whatever they want to practice on their own without anybody disturbing them. Why are you forcing people into what they do not want to belong to? It is obvious from every indication that the Northerners do not want anything to have anything to do with the Southerners. Why are you forcing the South into the North? How can you make peace with somebody who doesn't want peace with you? You can't make peace with somebody who doesn't want peace with you. The only thing you can do is to walk away from that very person. Walk away from that person to save your life. Because any peace you're making with somebody who doesn't want peace from you, you are risking your life and you're going to give your life on that peace. And that is not peace. You have to be alive to witness peace, not to die because you're looking for peace. Enough is not. It's high time we begin to speak up. Stop listening to people who are preaching the wrong message. The right message to preach is that it is time to break it up. We have tried. We have tried for so many years in that marriage. It's not working anymore longer and cannot work. It is very clear. The whole world have seen it. Let us open our mouth with our platform and begin to ask for disintegration. That is the solution to the problem. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. Thank you and remain blessed. See you again on the next video.